Hello everyone. Let's get started with our question to check if two strings are anagram or not. So what are anagram strings? First we need to know that. So two strings are said to be anagram if they contains same characters. Each character occur the same number of times in both strings and the order of characters can be different. So in our case of our first input, listen and silent. These are anagram strings. Why? The occurrence of characters is different, but the count of characters in each string is exactly same. L is exactly one time is in silent, I is exactly one time, S, T, E and N. Exactly each character from listen is same times in the silent string. If I change something here, for example, if I put ing, now these strings are not anagram anymore. Same way, if I give another example, let's say EVIL and VILE. These are also anagrams. Something and sometimes are not anagram strings, although the length is exactly same 9, but the count of characters is not same. H is there, H is not even a single time in sometimes. And then we have a input, last input SSSI and 4 times S. This is also not an anagram because I is not present in S. If I put I here and remove one S, now these strings are anagram because S is exactly 3 times here, 3 times here, I is exactly one time in both strings. So how to check if two strings are anagram or not? The first and the most popular approach is to convert this string into an character array. String 1 and string 2 both we will convert to character array. Once the strings are converted into array, we will sort them. After sorting, we will compare if strings are equal or not. If strings are equal, that means they are anagram. If they are not equal, that means they are not anagram. But we have a better approach as well compared to this approach. We are going to see both approaches. Let's start with our first approach, converting this string into array. Array 1 s1 dot 2 character array, character array 2 equals to s2 dot 2 character array. Now we have converted s1 and s2 into arrays. What I can do, I can sort the array now. For that, what I can do, I have a utility class arrays which give us the sort function, sort and then arr1. Same way, arrays dot sort arr2. After sorting it, what will happen? Arrays dot sort will sort the characters on the basis of the like ASCII value. For example, A is smaller, B is greater, A, B, C, E, F, G, H, I, and the sequence goes on. A is the smallest and Z is the largest. So same way, if we have listen here, listen will be sorted something like I will come, I think E will come first, then I, then we have N, L, T. Maybe it's wrong, but it means it will sort on the basis of the sequence. Same way, silent. In silent also, E will come first, I, and then I think N, which come which comes last. I think T comes in the last. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T. Yeah, then S will come here. So this way it will sort it. Now once they are sorted, we can use arrays arrays dot equals and then we can compare arr1 comma arr2. If both are equal, like after sorting, if both are same to same, that means they are anagram. If they are not same, that means they are not anagram, and then I can, it will return true or false, so I can directly return this way. So this is our first approach and this should work. Let me go to the main class. I have silent and listen, which should give us true because they are anagram. Something and sometimes should give us false. SSS 3 times and SSS 4 times also give us false. So Let me run it. We are getting true for silent and listen, false for something and sometime, SSS and 4 times is giving us false. So the code is working as expected. Now going back to the code, for with this approach, we we are converting first, we are looping and then changing it to an array, then two arrays, then again we are sorting it, right? So from the perspective of the time complexity, this approach is not good. We have a better approach compared to this one. What I can do, I can do a for loop. For loop integer I equals to 0, I smaller than s1 dot length, and then I plus plus. So now I am looping through one of the string, right? And what I will do, I will create two variable integer sum1 equals to 0, comma sum2 equals to 0. Now we have two variables as well, sum1 and sum2. I will calculate the sum of each ASCII value of each character. Let's say A is there, A will give me 65, B will give me 66, C will give me 67. I will calculate sum of all the values, and if the sum is equal, that means the strings are having exactly the same characters and they are anagram. For that, what I can do, sum1 plus equals to s1 dot character at I, and for same I can do for the second string as well. This one we have a variable sum2 and I will change it to 2. So I will return it from here. Return. Now if the sum is equal, if sum1 equals to sum2, if both these sums are equal, that means they have exactly same number of characters. So that's why the sum is coming equal. If there is single difference, let's say here here we have h, right, and here we don't have h. So h will have a ASCII value. Let's say it has something ASCII value 88. So the difference in the sum will come there. And if the sum is different, that means it is not an anagram string. And let's test it. We run it. We are getting SSS, and this one we are getting, this one we are getting true, but it should have come as false. So why it is coming as, because the I'm using the s1, the length is 3, it will be looping only 3 times. So to avoid these such edge cases, what I can do, if s1 dot length is not equals to s2 dot length, that time I should directly return here false. If the length are not equal, that means they can't be anagrams. So why to do all the coding thing if the length itself is not equal? We can directly eliminate the strings which are not equal in length. Now if I go to main class and I run it, now it is working as expected. So this is how this second approach is better when we look from the terms of the complexity. So this is how we can find if two strings are anagram or not. Thank you.